Red Skull Genetics. Let me know in the comments down below where you're from and what you're toking on. I've actually got a little bit of my last run here. This is OG Banana crossed with AK-47. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Don't want to put that there. That's not going to balance. But let's give a little update of what I've got going on in the tent, guys. So you might not be able to see it because of the lighting, but that mushroom bag that I have here, it is activated. It is actively growing colonies, and our CO2 level has been fluctuating around 600 parts per million, guys. So perfect level here. I love it, love it. So today we're gonna do a little defoliation here, getting rid of some of the big fan leaves, and then kind of giving you guys a little updates of what everything looks like here. So with that being said, let's dig right on in. So the first thing I want to do here is, like I said, is just like getting rid of some of these big old fan leaves. I mean, we are sitting probably around 20 inches on this little lady here. Do I have my I do not have my tape measure over here to be able to measure this little lady, but this is like the last time I measured it was like right around 18-19 inches. I'm figuring this is getting closer to that 2-foot marker. I'm kind of trying to get the plants to get up to about the pole height here, give or take. I figure another 2 weeks and I will be flipping all these ladies into flower. A few things that we're going to be doing today, like I said, a little bit of defoliation here, and I'm thinking I'm going to give her a little bit of a watering. I want to give this one a watering just to kind of, well, maybe not. Nope. I still see. You always want to kind of take a look at the way your pots are, and see, this one's light. This one's a little heavier. This one's light. So she'd be drinking a lot of water. Her feeder roots come out the drain holes at the bottom, so this one's probably going to need to get a little watering, which means that I could probably get away with watering all of them. Either that, I'll wait until tomorrow. I'll figure that. I'll think about that for a moment here. I'm going to go ahead and start looking at defoliation. I got leaves that are kind of sitting on each other, and that's what my main concern is. So anything that's like laying on top of each other, you want to remove at least one of the leaves. And then any of the leaves that point to the center of the growing structure, you could pretty much get rid of those too. Because it's just going to be wasted energy, and it's stopping light penetration all the way through, and it kind of helps open up air paths. Now, I don't need to sit there and worry about every single one, but like this, there's a leaf right here in the center here, and come here, guys. I have to show you. And you see, right here, see this leaf right here? You can't stick your hand through here without going through all the leaves, which means I've got leaves sitting on top of leaves, creating like a microclimate. So one of these leaves has to go. This way I can open up a little airflow through the canopy. Again, I'm not trying to like lollipop this or anything like that. I just want to encourage a better airflow, which that also helps out with the plant transpiring the moisture out too. So no microclimates. We have the movement of water that's a little bit healthier for the plant. This will also help encourage it because it'll have areas where it's not humid. Anytime there's like a microclimate of high humidity, the stomas, if you don't know, let me grab a leaf here, are underneath this leaf face. There's little, like, think of them as little mouths that open and close, and if there's too much humidity, they won't open. And if they don't open, then you don't have water movement. And if you don't have water movement, you have a sick plant. Well, it might not be sick right now, but it will get there. So I'll go ahead and cut to me having this all defoliated. I've shown you guys defoliation before. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at whenever I want this done. So you can see how I can look down and I can't barely see the pot down there. Let's change that. All right, you see, I can see the dirt now through there. I opened it up. You don't have to sit there and like, you know, take off everything, just a little bit, and it goes a long way. And I mean, when you come down here, now you can kind of see through it, and that's what you're really wanting to see here. You know, like I got you just want to make sure there's like no real leaves touching each other. I got one more that I need to take out. See, you want to come over into every little area. We got a little cannabis kitty here, but we come into here and just kind of give it a little clip, and you're just trying to take out the little stuff that's going to cause a microclimate, and bam. And then let's see here, where's this leaf coming from? All right, cool. Was whenever I reached in there. Cool. All right, so as you see, we're just trying to open it up. We're not trying to, you know, lollipop everything. You do that right like a week before you go in the flower. You pull everything about 6 inches from the bottom going up. You don't need that. And that helps direct the energy to where it really needs, because like unless you got like a bunch of side lighting like this, you're never going to put enough energy down here to produce anything viable worth harvesting. So you might as well pop it and then let all that energy come up. And then, oh wow, we got a little twisted leaf here. Must be how it just kind of grew out of that. Anytime I've got a deformed leafy like this, if it's just one that does it, I think this is just that it got smashed up against one of the branches and was unhappy. No worries, as long as there's no bud mold on there or anything like that. That's what happens when it microclimates. Got to be careful of that stuff. I've been like defoliating this plant for a few days because it just got really thick. I was just like letting it see what it would do on its own, and I was like, yeah, she's putting on leaves. So now she's defoliated the way I like it. Now to kind of continue that theme all the way through. And just like that, I have a handful of leaves. These will go out to my chickens. Yes, I have chickens. Chickens are great fertilization and composters. So chickens will create a high level of nitrogen with their droppings, and whatever you feed them, they poop out boron. I know it sounds weird, but they poop out boron, and your plants need just like the world's smallest pinch of boron as like a micro nutrient. So if you're using chicken compost and you're using worm castings and you have your own compost outside, you pretty much have all the fertilization you'll ever need for your plants. And I would be the person that will put this stuff next to any of the hydroponic stuff and say that I dare you to tell the difference, because the difference is going to be they're going to have better flavor, they're going to have better cannabinoids, rarer cannabinoids. Try to say that like 8 times fast. So there's a lot of benefits from growing directly into soil. So I try to tell people that's what you really want to do, is just kind of mimic what nature's doing, and you'll actually grow far better product than what the dispensaries will. So make sure that you're growing your own stuff. Big agriculture is not the way to go. And this is how much I defoliated out of 4 plants. You don't need to do a bunch. You can do a little at a time. Just kind of whittle at it. Spend 5-10 minutes with your plants. Once a week at least, 5-10 minutes. Defoliate anything that's touching, and you'll be good to go. You really will. I mean, growing doesn't have to be complex. We're not trying to, how can I put this? We're not making trophy winners. We're making something that we're gonna like, right? So you don't need to have the Ferrari of grows when the basic grow is really just a little off from what you see as the trophy winners. So you don't need to go all out just to get a trophy winner. I've seen people with closet grows have phenomenal results. You don't need you don't need to have a whole bunch of equipment. This is all low budget stuff here, guys. All low budget. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys, that everything can be growing on a budget. And you can grow great product on a budget, man. You do not need to, like I said, grab anything super expensive. So let me show you the plants, and then we'll go ahead and get up out of here. And don't forget to smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Share this out with all your other fellow gromies, and I'll see you on the next one.